And joining us now on This Is the Day are twin sisters, Nancy McNally and Michelle Zaniboni. They are the co-founders of Sisters United Against Cancer, and they're here to tell us about their ministry. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Nancy, let's start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about how both of you have battled through cancer? Maybe start there, and then we'll go on through the ministry.
Sure. So it started way back, and I think I have the dates right, Michelle, in 2011 when Michelle was diagnosed. She had two young boys, and that is what we call our wake-up call, call to our mortality and to God and our faith. Very soon after my father was diagnosed with lung cancer, probably a couple months or less, and he passed away about 9 months later. So that ignited a flame in our hearts as far as our faith, going to our knees, looking to God, looking for answers, and we started what's Pray for a Cure t-shirt campaign. And that is where we just really tried to get the word out. Prayer is powerful, and that's what we need to rely on. So about 4.5 years ago, I was diagnosed in 2020. Similar breast cancer, but not as intense as Michelle. But in the moment, a small bit of fear, and then it was instant action plan. We wanted to do something for others. During my 33 rounds of radiation, we developed a logo and said, all right, let's create a nonprofit because we receive so much love and support. And Michelle says it best, from our community, our friends, our family. We have to give it back. I mean, there's no question. God has put this in our hearts. We didn't know how we were going to do it. We had no money. We had no, knowledge. But we just said, all right, open the doors, Lord, and take us. And almost 5 years later, we are still moving along and done a lot as far as helping others who are battling cancer and other chronic diseases.
That's great. Michelle, maybe if you could pick up where Nancy left off too, and talk about God in your process and how you leaned on God during your treatment.
Definitely, I think it started off with fear, and that took over. Once I prayed, I knew that God was going to take over because it was not a great prognosis. So I knew once I started treatment and I started to do so well that it was all God. It was all, to me, the Blessed Mother. And so that's how our t-shirts came about, where we were going to pray for a cure, and we wanted other people out there to do the same. And yeah, that's how it started. And we began with a wellness walk shortly after Nancy's diagnosis, and that was to remember people who have passed, allow people to remember those people, as well as to support people who are battling cancer. And that wellness walk drew a huge crowd, and we felt really good about it. That was the beginning.
That's great.
And we went right into gift baskets that we do for people going through treatment.
And through Sisters United Against Cancer, you promote healing through holistic means and like exercise and whole foods. Can you give us a little more details about some of that involvement as well?
Sure. So we have many campaigns. One campaign right now on our hearts is simple. It's faith, fitness, and whole foods. So that's our promotion, is to educate people as we learn ourselves. We are very ignorant, but we're in the learning process. It's exciting. We're passionate about it. So we decide let's take people along with our journey. Let's learn more about the importance of not only prayer, but then eating right, eating what God's provided, eating what's organic and natural. That's going to get our bodies back to the way they were meant to perform. And then it's about movement, like simple movement. I know during chemo, I have dogs. I force myself to get up and walk every day. I know Michelle walks. The simple little movements make such a huge difference. So we're really trying to promote those 3 key aspects that can really lead to healing. And if you pray, if you eat right, and you have some fitness in your life, you're gonna go towards the wellness journey of health and happiness. So that is definitely what we're promoting.
And Michelle, you touched on the gift box. Maybe if you could talk about that as well and how that all came about.
Sure. To me personally, that's the most gratifying thing we do. We do a lot of things, but so basically, we have family members who reach out to us by email or on the website, and if they have someone going through treatment, and they request a basket through us. Then we ask a whole bunch of questions about that patient, their likes or dislikes. We personalize a basket for that person going through treatment, and they get a nice surprise, whether it's a warm blanket, slippers, creams, things that we know would be helpful since we did go through treatment. Puts a smile on their face. We've gotten several letters from family members saying how they loved it. So they're personalized to each patient, which is my favorite thing.
It sounds like great work that you're doing. Want to let people know, what's the best way for people to support your work and find out more about it?
So there are two ways. One, of course, is our website. You can go on and you can sponsor a gift box or you can request a gift box, and that's just sistersunitedagainstcancer.org. You can also go to Facebook and message us. Same thing, Sisters United Against Cancer, and you can request a gift box. You can also email us, which we get a lot of emails, and that's very simple. sistersunitedagainstcancer@gmail.com. So we try and keep it simple for people to communicate and request and donate or support or just join our mission. There's so many ways to join, and it could be spiritually through prayer, lifting us in prayer, or it could be monetarily, or it could be joining an event. We have many wellness events we're trying to run. So many ways. Just reach out and ask, and we have many ways that we need help and would love support.
That's great. Nancy, Michelle, thank you so much. And I'll keep you in my prayers as well on your journeys too. And wish everybody the opportunity to check out Sisters United Against Cancer. Thank you so much for being with us.